All right, welcome back to the Pratt Pack Gym. We are, well, just minutes back from that great community of Shadyside, next to UPMC Shadyside, and my friend Dr. Dan Patuch, a graduate of the University of Pitt Dental School. He, of course, an oral and maxillofacial surgeon. Well, today we had teeth number 12 and 13 worked on, and being that I was in Oakland, number 13, I was thinking about Danny Marino and what a legacy he left there, huh? But also, that legacy continues at the University of Pittsburgh. And as I came through that incredible place that is Oakland, hustling and bustling and storefronts open and doing business and the Cathedral of Learning and a beautiful sunny day and all of those young students just going from one building to the next in Webster Hall and just places that really have been a big part of my life for a long time. And I thought, as a man who's got a few mouths logged, how proud these parents must feel when their children attend the University of Pittsburgh and they get a chance to go and visit them from time to time. You know, my friend Dr. Bill Zamorella, who also is a graduate of the University of Pitt Dental School, his children, two daughters, both went to Pitt. His son Billy went to St. Vincent, and Billy now is embarking on following in his father's footsteps, the University of Pitt Dental School. But Megan and Laura, his daughters, have done extremely well for themselves. Lauren, as a matter of fact, is a resident plastic surgeon. That's her profession in Dallas. Recently got engaged to a wonderful young man. I wish them nothing but the best. And of course, Bill and his bride, Michelle, have been friends of mine for a very long time. But Pitt Dental School, wow, incredible. I mean, Dr. Martone, braces by Martone. My children have gone there. Dr. Cliff Dietz, who has been my dentist for years. And, you know, for years I kind of lived like a rock star. And there were times when I needed help at 11 o'clock at night, and he would open his doors and take care of me. And I have never forgotten our friendship, nor will I ever forget our friendship. Dr. Gradizak, probably more of a blue and gold fan than anybody I know, of course, out there in Center Township. But this journey really has to do a lot more with my visit to the dentist office and the University of Pitt Dental School, which is great, and I love it, and as I do their law school and everything that is Pitt. But this has to do with law enforcement. Why? Well, I found out just before I went back to have my procedure done that a good friend, Ed Luther, longtime officer for Penn Hills, passed away. Dwayne Yenchek, his partner for decades, we talked later on my way home. I had my mouth full of cotton, difficult for me to talk, but it was good because I got a chance to just listen to the journey that he and his friend had. And as he said, he'll never have a friend like him. They were so much alike that their wives really could see no difference because they spent that much time together. Ed leaves behind his bride and three sons. One of his sons is just starting off in an incredible journey too in law enforcement. But as I was coming through Pittsburgh, I was thinking about Scott Schubert, who is now the chief and who I've known for a long time because of Special Olympics. And lo and behold, Craig McCullis, who is now working for them in Columbus, called me today, and we chatted on my way to Pittsburgh for some time. And I just started connecting all of the dots and all of the good that has come out of these relationships. But I wanted to take time today to talk about Ed Luther, a man who loved toy trains and loved helping children, and more importantly, loved being a police officer, him and Dwayne both. But I don't think people realize, and he died a very young man at the age of 63 after battling a number of health issues. UPMC East did an incredible job, and I know the family would like to thank them for taking care of Mr. Luther. We're so fortunate to have these healthcare agencies in our region, of course. Allegheny Health Network, a Highmark healthcare company, and UPMC, so blessed. And in my neck of the woods, the number one employer, Heritage Valley Health System. They have one here in Beaver, an amazing hospital, and also in Swickley. The doctors, and of course the nurses, all of the staff, so important to all of us. And the people that work in the outreach as far as all of the other businesses that are connected with these great healthcare companies. But a police officer's work is never done. He was only 63 years of age, but I don't think any of you realize how much work goes into being a police officer and how it really can take a toll on one's body. And I was so happy to find out from Dwayne today that he had been retired for 11 years. But he loved, in those 11 years, running those toy trains, and that's where probably you recognize that name because I've done many things promoting him and Dwayne and Penn Hills Police and yes, that train layout that they had for years, that they just all donated their time. But you know what? The journey of Ed Luther is over now. But I just wanted to let him know how much all of us appreciate what he did as a human being, and not to mention a member of law enforcement. And I hope that all of you, no matter where you are in life, will take a moment to hit your knees and say a prayer for him, because I'm sure there were many nights he was praying for your family, and many of you may actually remember one of those nights. Because the wonderful thing about those who serve, those first responders, they don't ever ask why, they just do it. And he always did it to the best of his ability, and I believe as good, if not better than anyone else, hearing all of the great stories about him and his partner. A couple of superheroes to me, and people that I will always hold near and dear to my heart. So to the Ed Luther family, my thoughts and prayers. To his good friend Dwayne, who I know his heart is broken. I love you, and I loved your partner because of just who you both are. First-class human beings. Thank you for your friendship. Now, later, I'm going to make my way to Jimmy Joe Savage's Legacy Studios because we've got some things to talk about. The NFL meetings, we're going to be discussing a number of things, including the Oakland Raiders' anticipated move to Las Vegas. Ted Arnaud and I will be chatting about that, as we will because of just being across the mighty Ohio River from West Virginia, that great coal mining community. This recent executive order to, well, how we approach climate change in the U.S. President Donald Trump living up to his word during his campaign about helping the coal industry. Many people believe it will in a big way, and you know my relationship with the PA Coal Alliance, John Pippy, for years. I am the #1 fan of those who work in that industry. Going to talk to Ted, who's been around it and an advocate of it for years. How much will it help the coal community? And I know those in the coal industry are singing the praises of this executive order. So that's coming up later tonight. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy what's left of this sunny Wednesday in Western Pennsylvania.